Alright, please bear with me here because I didn't realize until halfway through I was not recording my voice during gameplay. But I've got 800 points of Blood Brothers versus 800 points of High Elven Fleets on Tabletop Simulator here through Grimdark Future. And I'm playing on this outskirts map, 6 by 4 foot on, yeah. Starting out with the Blood Brothers, I have a unit of Blood Brothers with a Blood Master Brother assigned to them. The Blood Brothers have heavy rifles, with one of them having dual energy claws, and the Master Brother just has a heavy pistol and his close combat weapon. I couldn't find a Blood Brother model with twin energy claws, or twin energy claws. So I just used a Terminator model, I think, instead. Next up, I have a unit of Pathfinders with 4 heavy pistols, and one of them is upgraded with a plasma pistol, and all of them just have normal close combat weapons. Next up are the Blood Assault Brothers, who have heavy pistols. One of them has an energy sword, which has rending compared to the regular close combat weapons of the rest of them, and they all have jetpacks, which gives them ambush and flying. Last up is the Blood APC, which is just a very defensive transport, which I'm not going to be using to transport anything this game, with a 24-inch storm rifle. Next up, I've got my 800 points of High Elven Fleets. Starting off, I have an Avengers squad with shard carbines and a twin shard carbine combined with the Elven Noble up front there. He has a high seer upgrade, making him a Psychic 1, allowing him to cast some Psychic spells throughout the match. Next up is a group of Dragon Squad. Each has a heavy flamethrower and close combat weapons. Next is the Ranger Squad, which basically just has sniper rifles and their scouts, so they can move 12 inches at the beginning of the game. And last but not least is the Support Artillery, which contains a Shadow Cannon, which is a 30-inch blast indirect weapon, letting me hit enemy units behind cover or just out of line of sight from anything else. Starting out with control points, we've got one in the center and then one on each corner really close to the deployment lines that each faction is able to take care of pretty much immediately starting out the mission. I've got the Elven Rangers up on top of the building there, and I will be able to move them 12 inches before the game starts. I've got the Dragons just down there on the main street, just so they can take care of the group of Blood Brothers across the street from them. I've got the Avengers squad with the High Elf Noble. That way they can take this objective. On the opposite side, I've got the regular Blood Brothers with the Blood Master Brother. Hopefully I can get in some close combat with them. On Objective 3, we have the Blood APC. It's extremely fast. It can move 10 inches and still shoot each round. So it's just going to take this and then move forward later on. The Pathfinders are back here behind cover, and this whole area of grass I will not count as difficult terrain because mirrored on the opposite corner of the board is just a parking lot, and that doesn't really count as difficult terrain, so I'll just be using this for the cover for now. I'm leaving the Blood Assault Brothers out of the game for now because they will ambush on a future turn to get in some crazy melee hits, probably on the support artillery. Starting the beginning of the game, I'm just going to move these Rangers up to the corner of the building so they have a good line of sight on almost everything that would enter the center of the battlefield. Starting on the first round, since the High Elf Fleet won deployment roll, they start out And I'm going to use the snipers to shoot at this Blood Brother unit right across the street here. The Rangers, using sniper rifles, are at 2+ to hit, and that's 2 hits. Blood Brothers have a defense of 3+, but due to AP 1 for the sniper rifles, this is 4+. Snake Eyes, 2 wounds, unmitigated. For the Blood Brothers side, we're going to start with this Blood APC, just move it up enough so that it can claim this objective at the end of the round. The Elf Avenger squad is going to do the same thing. They're going to move up around 8 inches, 7 to 8 inches, so that way they can still control the objective number 2 while still being able to get into the fray as soon as possible. However, unfortunately, they are not able to shoot on any units since the Blood Brothers squad on the main street is simply too far away, and the Pathfinder squad behind this bale of hay is completely obscured from every model in this unit. However, I will be able to cast a psychic spell. I'm casting Creator to give +1 defense to this squad, and it's a success. Now that the Avengers have activated, the Pathfinders are going to come out from behind cover and are able to shoot most of their guns at this enemy unit. I think just 1 is out of range right now. We're starting with 4 shots from heavy pistols. These will be hitting on 4+. Actually, it's going to be 3 pistols because 1's out of range and 1 of them's a plasma pistol, which is different. That looks like 2 hits. Now the elves defending against those 2 hits with defense 4. Those heavy pistols have AP 1, but due to the psychic spell I have +1 save, so it's back to 4+. Snake Eyes again. That's crazy. 2 models taken out. I just realized that I have not been recording my voice for the entire video until now, so that's kind of disappointing. In any case, the Avenger squad, although they were taking hits from AP1 pistols, they had +1 to their save rolls, so they're still saving on 4+, but they got Snake Eyes again. So that's 2 models taken out. Now we'll go with the plasma pistol, which is AP4 with 1 attack. And unfortunately does not hit. Now that this Pathfinder squad is mostly in range of my artillery, the Elven support artillery is going to shoot its shadow cannon into this Pathfinder squad. The shadow cannon has 3 attacks, so it's going to hit on a quality 3+. 3 hits. Blast 3 multiplies each hit by 3, so that's 9 total hits. Now the Pathfinder squad is going to be defending against 9 hits on a defense 4+ save. That is a lot of saves. Only 2 failures. That means 2 models are going to be destroyed. Being the only Blood Brother unit left, the Blood Brothers that were attacked earlier by the snipers are going to advance up onto Objective 1. Now, according to the ruler tool in Tabletop Simulator, if we're just counting 2D distance, the Bloodmaster Brother, who has a range of 12 inches on his heavy pistol, is within range of one of the snipers. However, if we use the 3D ruler, which counts height as well, they are more than his height away. So for large height differences like this, I'll be using the 3D rather than the 2D. So that means the Bloodmaster Brother is not within range of anything to shoot at, so he won't be able to shoot. However, these 2 Blood Brothers have range of 24, which is within plenty of range of the snipers which is who they're going to be shooting at here. These two Blood Brothers will be shooting with their heavy rifles at this Ranger squad, who has stealth, so they will be at -1 to hit. So this is 4+ to hit. 1 hit. The Elven Rangers have a defense of 5, so this will be on a 5+ save. That's a 1, so 1 Ranger gets taken out. This Dragon squad is close enough to move 8 inches and fire upon these Blood Brothers, so that's what it's going to do. Due to the dragons having the fast ability, they're able to get just in range to shoot their flamethrowers at the Battle Brothers. That's 6 attacks per unit, or per model, I mean. So it's going to be 18 attacks at quality 3+. So here we are again. Quality 3+, 18 attacks. That's going to be 13 hits. Not bad. These flamethrowers are at AP 1, and the Blood Brothers at defense 3, so these will be 4+ to save. I'm going to re-roll this one. This one's cocked. So 4+. Got 4 saves, but 9 unsaved hits, which pretty much wipes out this entire unit. Unfortunate. At the end of round 1, nobody controls Objective 1. However, the High Elf Fleet does control Objective 2, and the Blood Brothers controls Objective 3. So it's 1-1 at the end of round 1. At the end of round 1, the High Elf Fleet was the last one to activate, so Blood Brothers get first activation. However, before the round starts, we're going to use our Blood Assault Brothers to ambush the support artillery in the back line of the High Elf Fleet. The Blood Assault Brothers have flown in to ambush the artillery here. However, it was too close to deploy on this side of the barricade, but that's alright because they'll just be able to charge in and fly right over it. The Blood Assault Brothers have charged in against the support artillery. They have Furious, which gives them +1 attack per model while charging, which means we're going to get 12 CCW hits plus 3 energy sword hits. We'll start with the energy sword. Alright. 3 AP1 and Rending energy sword hits. Hitting on 3+. And that's 3 hits. The energy sword had AP1, and the support artillery has defense 2+, so these will be 3+ saves. And all 3 saves. Next, let's attack with all 12 close combat weapons. Alright, 12 close combat weapons, all hitting on 3+. So that's 9 hits. 9 hits, saving on defense of 2+. So that is 1 hit that goes through after all of that. However, the support artillery crew does get 3 hits back, hitting on 3+. That's 3 hits. Blood Assault Brothers taking 3 hits, defending on a 3+. One of them does not save. We'll take out this guy. So the Blood Assault Brothers and the support artillery both dealt 1 total hit to each other in melee, which means it's a tie. Since there's no rules for ties in the core rules, the Blood Brothers are just gonna scooch back an inch away. For the Elves' turn, the Avengers squad with the Elven Noble is going to advance on these Pathfinders in order to use some psychic abilities and shoot them. The Avengers squad and Noble actually moved a bit diagonally to the Pathfinder squad, so that way they can make their way closer to the center of the map. The Elven Noble also has a 6-inch range on this unit, allowing it to use the psychic ability Soul Seeker, which is normally a 4+, but it's a 3+, due to this being Psychic 1. A target enemy unit within 6 inches takes 3 automatic hits with AP 2. So this is a 3+ in order for the psychic ability to happen. And it does. So 3 hits with AP 2. These Pathfinders have defense of 4+, so with AP 2, this will be a 6+ save. Dang. The Elven Noble is able to take out the Pathfinders in 1 psychic spell. Crazy. The Blood Brothers really don't have any other units to take advantage with, other than the APC and the Assault Brothers over here. So we'll just take the APC into the center field to do some damage. For the Blood APC, this Dragon Squad is its highest priority threat, other than the Avenger Squad down here. So it's going to fire on the Dragon Squad with its Storm Rifle. 3 attacks at AP 1. Alright, 3 attacks hitting on quality 3+. And that's 2 hits at AP 1. Alright, Dragons defending at 5+ due to the AP 1. Neither of them save, so 1 dragon left. Since the Dragon Squad's almost wiped out already, we're just going to go ahead and move it towards the APC and do as much damage as it can before it's taken out. Alright, we've got 6 hits from the Heavy Flamethrower at AP 1, hitting on 3+. That's 5 hits at AP 1. Let's see how the APC defends. Alright, 5 hits from AP 1 make these a 3-up save. 3 saves, that means it takes 2 hits. I just remembered that the Dragon Squad needed to make a morale save due to losing more than half of its unit. Alright, it's got to make a quality 3+ save. Okay, the Dragon Squad would have been fine. So, we don't have to rewind anything. Blood Brothers don't have any more units, so we'll take a couple shots with the snipers against the APC, as well as the support artillery versus the Assault Brothers. We'll start with the Rangers. Alright, the Rangers will be taking 2 shots at quality 2+ because they are snipers. And that's 2 hits at AP 1. APC defending against 2 hits AP 1 is 3-up saves. And both of them save. So the sniper rounds just bounce harmlessly off the shell. Alright, support artillery is going to hit 3 attacks against the Assault Brothers, hitting on a 3+. That's 2 hits. Thanks to Blast 3, That's actually 6 hits. 6 hits, defending on 3 pluses. That's 3 failed saves, so that's 3 Assault Brothers taken out in 1 blast. At the end of round 2, nobody still controls Objective 1. The Elves still control Objective 2. And the humans still, or the Blood Brothers still control Objective 3. However, the Blood Brothers are almost out of units to use, so I don't think this will be a very much longer battle. Before we move on to the third round, I forgot that the artillery has repair, which would have let it attempt to repair itself, so I'm just going to do that now. On a 2+, I may repair D3 wounds from it. Alright, now for D3. So that's 2 wounds. It's just going to repair the 1 wound it has from itself. That's pretty tough. Blood Brothers get to activate first this time around. And I think I'm just going to use the Blood APC to ram into the Dragon Squad with its 6 automatic melee hits. Alright, Dragon Squad defending on 4+ against 6 automatic hits. And the Dragon Squad unit is squished. And since the Blood APC technically won melee combat, it gets to consolidate 3 inches. The High Elven Fleet's going to advance its Noble and Avenger squad closer to the center and see if we can shoot on that Blood APC or maybe even hit it with a Psychic spell. Alright, the only Psychic spell the Noble can realistically cast right now is Creator. Target 2 friendly units within 12 inches, get +1 to defense next time they take hits. It'll be this unit, and also this unit of snipers. This is technically on a 5+, but with Psychic 1, it's a 4+. And that's a success. And then the Avenger squad and the Noble are all within 18 inches of the APC, so they'll be firing their Shard Carbines on it for a total of 10 attacks. Alright, 10 attacks on quality 3+. 6s are Rending, which get extra armor piercing. 3+. No Rending, but 5 hits. Now the APC, defending against these 5 hits with 2 pluses, since none of them hit that Rending armor piercing. And he saves against all of them again. This is a pretty tough tank. Alright, Blood Assault Brother is going to charge in again on the support artillery, getting 3 hits with AP +1. 3 hits on quality 3+. 2 hits at AP 1. Port artillery defending against 2 hits at AP 1, so this is 3+ saves. And it saves against both. Support artillery is able to strike back with 3 attacks. Support artillery hitting on a 3+. That's 3 hits. Blood Assault Brother defending against 3 hits with a 3+ save. And he fails 2 of them, effectively killing him. Alright, these Rangers will once again be shooting their sniper rifles at the APC, hitting on 2 pluses. 2 hits at AP 1. Blood APC defending against 2 AP 1 hits, saving on 3 pluses. That's 1 save. Now I have to take a morale test for the APC, now that it is at half or fewer toughness. So it's a 3+ for this morale test. And it fails, so it is pinned. Honestly, if this were a real battle, the Blood Brothers would just concede at this point. They've got a half HP APC that is pinned, so it's not going to have anything to do on the final round. And so the elves would be able to come in and take the final objective and win the game. Now, I'm sure those of you that already subscribed or know my content from before might be wondering, where did this come from? Where have I been? All that sort of stuff. I kind of alluded to it in my previous videos on the Pokemon videos, like at the end. I have a problem with sticking to one thing for more than like a month. I get really interested in one type of game or a couple games. I stick with those for like a month or two. Then I get bored of them. I get burnt out no matter what they are, even if I love them. And I start playing other things. So after I kind of got burnt out on making Pokemon content, I'm not sure exactly what I played. I think I was playing some Deep Rock Galactic. Shadows of Doubt came out around that time as well, and I played that for a little bit. I was also playing some RimWorld, so I don't know where that came from. But then Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out, and I played that nonstop. And then after that, I've been playing Fallout 4 for some reason. Yeah, I know, it's a weird choice. But I also got into Warhammer 40k again, but the rules were too much, and I don't have the money for that game. So I looked for a free alternative and found Grimdark Future by One Page Rules, and they have a lot of different side games as well. But I'd like to play a few more rounds of this at least with different armies. It's really easy to set up, so it only takes me about an hour to build a new army and get it all edited in Tabletop Simulator so I can just put it into another map. So, uh, honestly, I want this channel to be not, I don't want to be called a PokeTuber because that's got negative connotations all over it from past PokeTubers, and that's just, ugh. I also don't want to be just limited to one thing. I don't want to just do Pokemon. I might do Pokemon again in the future, but I want to do what I'm interested in at the time. And I might not even record everything I play, but I want to be able to just say, I like playing this. I want to record it and upload it to the channel. So I guess that might be what I do from now on. I really should not be making promises because I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally do every type of Pokemon type in Infinite Fusion, and yeah, that didn't work out. So, in any case, please have a nice day, I guess. I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm really tired. Bye.